Steve Downey here with Stay Free Movement. I'm here with Aaron, a front man, Bane, over here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What's going on, Aaron?
How you doing?
So let me ask you a couple questions, man. First off, how's your day?
Good. It's good to be in Philly, one of our favorite cities to play. Tour's coming to a close. Things are good.
All right. Well, album's legit. Everyone's heard it. Everybody loves it. There's no doubt about it. So we'll see the end of the misconception. This is not the final tour. This is just the end of this tour.
It's the end of this tour. It's the beginning of the end of Bane, but we haven't even decided when that's exactly going to be. This tour was very successful. We had a blast. Felt real good on stage. So we made Don't Wait Up so that we could be a band for the next year, maybe even 2 years. So
sick.
We're still going to be around.
It's definitely respectful to stay into the scene. You guys have definitely dedicated and donated a lot to the scene itself, especially in the area that you're from.
Thank you.
So what would you say is one thing that hardcore has it changed? What has not changed since you got into the game?
I mean, just the spirit of it. You know, the thing that sort of makes its heartbeat is an anger and an aggression and just a fieriness that I think comes primarily from youth, you know, from a feeling of disconnection that comes with being young and a hunger for answers and a hunger for more. And I think that this music was created as sort of a soundtrack to those feelings, to that, you know, that angsty rage that comes along with being somebody who fucking looks at the world around them, who thinks about things beyond just their own comfort or, you know, hamburgers and who you're going to date that night and pretty little rock and roll songs on the radio. That there's some people who aren't wired to just accept that they're looking for more, they're asking for more. And this music, I think, provides, you know, a little bit of a spark.
I definitely would say it definitely provides a hell of a spark. I know people have changed. It's changed their lives. So what influenced you into hardcore?
Same thing. You know, skateboarding and just feeling real disconnected with the people in my high school, the people around me. I just didn't feel like I had much in common with them, and was looking for something more. And this was there, and I knew as soon as I heard that fucking loud guitar and those fast drums that, like, all right, this makes sense to me. It was like innate. It was almost like it had been waiting my whole life for me to find it. As soon as I heard it, I knew, like, all right, yeah. So I'm not alone.
With Bane almost coming, you know, the beginning of the end of Bane, as you just said, how do you want Bane to be remembered, if remembered at all?
I mean, yeah, I don't spend too much time worrying about a legacy or any of that stuff. I think there will come a time where I will look back and be curious as to what sort of a mark we left, or if we did leave a legacy. I don't know. I would like to think that if people are going to say anything about us, it would just be that we just never got too far ahead of ourselves. We stayed hardcore kids. We loved hardcore music. Never, like, you know, tried to turn this into something that it wasn't.
Yeah, no, that's fucking respect.
Yeah, I would.
Take an interview?
Yeah.
But I'll definitely say this much, man. Your music has done a lot. What is the next step for you? What do you want to do, if anything, for people coming?
You know, I haven't spent a lot of time thinking about that. I'm looking forward to the next chapter sort of opening up and being able to stay creative and being able to, you know, find different ways to channel a lot of the ideas that I have inside me, a lot of the expressions that I want to share with people. I'm not sure what that's going to bring. I'm going to have to figure that out. I do my best work when I'm, like, ass to the wall, you know? Like, I've been so entrenched in this for so many years. This is, like, all I know. And then this is going to come to a close, and I'm going to have to figure out what's next. And I feel confident that I will, but I don't know how it's going to manifest itself. I know that I'm never going to be someone who just, like, sits still and gets complacent and just, like, fades off. Like, that ain't me. So.
All right, well, that's awesome. One last question. If there's one thing you can tell the youth about how to help be aware in the society that you've helped really, truly been part of in this last couple of years that you've been really into the scene, what is something you can really tell the youth?
Just to question everything, man. Do not take anything that they feed you as fact. If it's on the TV, if it's in the Bible, if your teachers are saying it, if you see it on a billboard, no matter how pretty and comfortable it seems, you gotta, like, look beyond the surface and fucking question everything, because they are trying to lie to you out there, and the truth takes work, you know? Like, you gotta go figure out what's real and what's just being fucking sold to you. That's what I would say. Yeah, that to me is the most important advice, is to question everything.
That's fucking awesome, man. Hey, thanks a lot,
No
dude.
problem, man.
Thank you.